I mean, we might as well. I want to go to bed, but okay, we'll read for a bit first. I also forgot to put in the MP3 player like a million years ago, so we've been trending down focus when we could have been holding steady at like 80. Well, when the sun came up, that's not great. Let's just go to bed at this point. Go ahead and eat. I already ate all the chunks of meat, didn't I? Go ahead and eat some rando garbage. Pickled fish? Absolutely. That sounds disgusting. Let's do that. We eat a fruit pie, and we're full. Should have drunk first because we haven't had a lot of drinks, really. And now if I drink water, I bet we vomit. You're already full. No, no, don't drink your clean water. Let's wait 5 minutes and try again. See, this is annoying because if I eat something and then read a book, I instantly flip to very hungry, it seems like. But if I wait 5 minutes, nothing actually changes. So go ahead and read the Tactical Handgun Digest for here for a second. Another zombie all the way over there. We want to not be thirsty when we go to bed. Yes, ignore the zombie. We're satisfied. Yes, stop. Try eating now. Water. I would just like to not be thirsty to go to bed. I'm going to be thirsty. Alright, screw it. I don't care. Let's go to bed. Hooray. We'll leave the armor on because I don't care about roleplay right now. I'm a little annoyed, to be perfectly honest. Don't set an alarm. Yes, drunk the drink. Well, you gotta drunk something where you know. Glocks are more important than sleep. No. Glocks are an overrated handgun, in my opinion. I think it's the most popular gun in the world, if I remember right. Which is, says something, I guess. I think they look silly. I think Glocks are like, they're too square, I guess. If I'm thinking of the right, I honestly, I might not even be thinking of the right gun. So we got a guy breaking in during our sleep, which I don't know if anyone noticed. I didn't hear it for some reason in my audio. Bites my torso but fails to penetrate my armor. So we're not tired anymore and we didn't really sleep. So pretty freaking annoying, and he broke out the window. So really, for just no reason other than because I don't know why they're up here, but they're up here. So there goes that night's sleep, I guess. Come on, zombie. I have no patience for this. We also didn't treat our wounds before we went to bed, but it was because we weren't injured enough for it to be really an issue. It's another zombie. Would y'all just kindly... I don't want to swear. I've been trying not to swear on stream so much. Not that I'm family friendly or anything. I just... really bothers me when people throw out a lot of curse words. You might think, why would you go to sleep with your window open in a zombie apocalypse? I would do it. I mean, I don't care. Unfortunately, we're not tired, so we can't. Very hungry and thirsty. Let's drink something before we eat. Okay. And we'll eat, sure, some chili. Why not? Wreck your stomach. I'm having stomach issues today. You might as well eat something that's going to aggravate your stomach. And this is all garbage. Don't eat that. Let's come over here and eat something. Some fruit jam, sure. Pickle, sure. Still hungry despite having consumed 2 portions of water, a full can of chili con carne, and a pickle and some jam. There's a pipe outside the house to climb up. I didn't notice that before. Yeah, a lot of houses do. What I've noticed, I mean, this is not what you're talking about, but we'll pop up just to take a look at it. But what I've noticed is that more and more places have these downspouts. And what I'm realizing is that zombies can't climb downspouts. So basically, anytime you're in town and you're getting overwhelmed, one of the smartest things you can do is just climb one of these downspouts because they can't follow you up. And not only that, but like let's say there's a horde over here. They're chasing us. I run, I climb up. If I pop down on the other side, they're going to get stuck in the house a lot. And it's very easy to go and get away after that. So I haven't really been using that technique, but I've been thinking about it more and more as like I should be doing that. It's so obvious that that's something you should do, but I haven't really been doing it. Let's what's in my inventory? Nothing. Okay. We never found a toolbox, right? No. So give me the multi-tool. This is not the tools pile. Give me the multi-tool. Give me the hammer. We don't have a hammer? I swear we picked up like 3 hammers. Okay, let's make a hammer. Hammer. Or rather, we would go for quality ham. None of these, really. None of these are already makeable. So we'll make a makeshift hammer. We need cordage. And that's it. Can't use long strings. So give me a long string, which we will drop and butcher for short string. Of course, disassemble, yes. Should now be able to make a makeshift hammer. Bam, now we have a hammer. Ho, 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 now I have a hammer. And we're going to board up this window because screw the zombies. Give me, I don't know how many planks we need. We'll just smash the furniture because who cares. Wield the hammer. Yes, drop the mace, I don't care. Smash up a bunch of stuff for some wood and nails. And window. You're going to board up the window. Requires Fab 0 hammering, 4 planks, and nails. Okay. What, so it's done in stages. What does the second part do? Glass window has been covered with nailed down planks. Not much stronger, but it could be further reinforced. So it's just 4 more planks. They have the exact same description. It's just a more reinforced version. And then finally we have stage 3. No, we have stage 3 and stage 4. Same exact description. So basically I can put 16 planks on a window. That seems silly, especially since the first one is enough. I don't know. We'll go another. Oh, I can't go another one? Why not? I have, you know, I don't care. Let's just move on. I don't know how that works. That construction menu is a bit something I don't exactly pay a lot of attention to. Anyway, we've closed it up so we don't need to worry about them seeing us while we're sleeping in the future. Where's my mace? It's literally right here. Why is it not in that menu? Wield the mace. Inventory, blah, 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 etc. Okay. So let's just quickly get up our pistol skill. Handgun digest. No. Give me the MP3 player. Activate our MP3 player. Nope, that's a multi-tool. Activate MP3. Read tactical handgun digest. Read until you gain a level. Listen to some R&B. So that should stabilize our mood. We're still deteriorating, but not as quickly as we would be. We'll get handgun 1 very quickly. The other stages are for different versions of the window. Use reinforced window to upgrade it. The armor window to do it again. Okay. They're different. They're the same recipe with different bases. So basically, like, if I'm boarding this up versus if I'm boarding up the empty hole versus if I'm boarding up a completely, like, okay. I mean, I don't need to reinforce it. So we go reinforce. Nope, can't type. Reinforce. Different version. Use reinforced window. Reinforced boarded window requires Fab 3, which we don't have. I also don't care. I don't think it's necessary in any way. Heavily fortified window with carefully placed planks. Adds a few spikes and metal plating. Interesting. It's interesting. Rip Fab skill. I mean, Fab's an easy one to grind. I just am not focused on it. Anyway, let's make a holster. We probably don't have leather. So, encumbrance when full. The encumbrance is not terrible. So I don't see a need to make the concealed one. And I don't see any reason for the fast draw holster. I think pulling a gun from a holster is still pretty quick. I don't see any reason for that. It's on the waist layer. Why would it cover my leg but be on my waist layer? And why would it be on the waist layer when it would be strapped to my, like, thigh or whatever? Or my, I guess in my head it was an ankle holster, but it doesn't matter. Anyway, we need leather. We probably have a bunch of leather garbage anyway. So give me belt, corset, anything else leathery. Should have made a clothes pile. Really, that's all the leather I picked up. That's not going to be enough, unfortunately. So we might have to go hunting for kilts and things in some nearby houses. Go ahead and cut up the belt. Yes. Go ahead and cut up the corset. See how much we get. 2 leather patches from a full corset. So that's not going to do. We're going to have to go on the hunt for some stuff in bedrooms here. Did you have anything? Long underwear, blah, blah, etc. No. Cowboy holster style. So on our hip then, I guess. Halter top. Heelys. Sleeveless duster. Are you in any way leather? Of course not. Football armor, no. So we'll check the neighboring apartment here. Or duplex apartment or whatever. I don't know how you would refer to that. Literally nothing in that bedroom. Jeans, no leather. This is why I try to grab leather whenever I see it, because going back just to look for it gets real old. Another pair of binoculars. Huh? We're going to take that because they're pretty valuable. We'll throw that in our base for trading purposes. In fact, let's drop a bunch of this stuff. I don't need most of these items. Keep the helm on. Keep the gun on us until we get the holster made. Yeah, this is why I normally will grab leather when I see it. That way you don't have to go out and specifically make a trip for it. This is the skate park. There's nothing there. Because why go out and try to target something that is randomly generated? It can be really difficult to do that when you're just looking for something that you would find in a house. Thought those were leather gloves. They are not. Ankle socks. No, none of that's really anything I want. Used to find so many leather kilts. Now I'm struggling a little bit. Here's some leather gear. Kroll, comma, is now following. Hey, thanks for following. Hopefully you're enjoying the stream. And we are just, as tool belt leather, it is. I know a lot of people really like the tool belts. I don't see a huge point in where. There's a holster. Did I miss a holster? There's literally a holster. Okay. Well, so much for that, I guess. You get a follow for nothing but playing this game like like-minded people. What's up? Hello. Yeah, we're playing Cataclysm because Cataclysm's amazing. And I'm super hoarse. And I feel like my throat is on fire. And I'm probably about to take a break, which will mean that a lot of my viewership will disappear. But yeah, thanks for coming out. Hopefully you have a good time. Hopefully you enjoy the content. So we have all this leather gear now, which is like irrelevant now that we have a holster. So let's just wear the holster. I did not really think about that, but I could have, yeah, just gone out and looked through bedrooms until I found a holster. I just died the other week. Yeah, I mean, this is a game that is pretty well known for absolutely destroying the people who play it. Once you get it down, it's not so bad, but it's definitely a learning process. If you're new to the game, I do have a extremely lengthy tutorial series on YouTube where I cover just about everything I could think of for the game. It's only like 50 hours long, so if that's something that interests you, that exists. So we have the holster. We're going to go ahead and slap our pistol in there. Activate the holster. Smith & Wesson. No items were selected. Okay. And we're going to keep loose ammo in our pocket. I don't know why I guess it's just a pistol. Handguns do generally have smaller clips. But I'm not thrilled about the 10-round clip. Also not thrilled about the damage, but it is what we have at the moment. We have like 100 rounds for it, so hard to argue. Let's save the game. I think I'm going to step away and take a break. Just to get a cold drink. I don't have anything in here. And probably smoke a cigarette and use the restroom. So, yeah, I'm going to take a 5-ish minute break. I know some people get not super thrilled about me stepping away, but it is what it is. So, I'll be back shortly. Thanks for bearing with me. Hope you're all having a good time. Okay. Did I miss the stream? No, you did not. Oh, in fact, my chat is acting up again. 5 years in game, I died to being pinballed in my power armor. I was an alpha threshold bionic surgeon, clearing an apartment tower with Z levels on. Got knocked around by a couple hulks, and you got kicked through a wall. And 6 floor fall. Yeah, that's probably not good for a character. I know a lot of people who play the like hardcore end game like that. I just don't find that very fun. I always bail on. I don't know. I get bored once I have like a deathmobile and I clear a lab. I just find it hard to keep playing. Just came back from my midnight snack. Today was okay. I mean, it's a good tutorial. I don't know. It's some of the stuff is very good, some of it's not so much. But yeah, I don't know. You know, if you watch the stream at all or the channel at all, you know I have some issues with self-worth. Oh, I left my drink on the other side of the room. Super riveting, super exciting. Get my can of cold tea here. A little ASMR or something, I have no idea. That was fast. Nah, I mean, I smoked a cigarette and got a drink, basically. And got my tea. My delicious, artificially flavored, coming in a can full of sugar tea. And yeah, I think we are going to head back out now that we have a holster. Use that break for a monster rip. I don't know what that means. I don't want to know what that means. So we're going to just keep going. Arizona, as in Arizona tea? No, it's generic dollar store tea. I believe the brand is Peace Tea. I'm sure you can Google it. It's the raspberry one. I'm sure it's terrible for you. Let me look. 140 calories in a can. It's like a 1 liter can, though. Total sugar, 35 grams. I think that's more than is in Mountain Dew. I'm not sure. But it's a lot. So we cleared the pet area. We're going to head down to the pet area again, I think, and just keep exploring. You know, we're hungry and thirsty. I've been really neglecting our characters' hunger and thirst. Let's address that. How are we doing weight-wise? We are normal weight. Go ahead and give me some more meat so we can get a hefty amount of calories in us. I think is probably better for us to do that. Oh, and I'm congested now as well. Something about going from the heat and stuff of the stuffiness of this room and then going back out into the actual outside air and coming back in. It always screws with my sinuses. So we'll cook some more meat. Peace tea is good. I mean, it's again very sugar, very artificial flavors, but yeah, it's cheap. It's $1 at the dollar store, so that's all I really care about. I am very poor. Then we'll cook this meat here real quick. Cook this up. What are your favorite mutagens or bionics? I really like the night vision CBM or night vision, anything night vision-y. I really find highly, highly valuable. Favorite bionic? I feel like there's something obvious I'm missing that I use all the time, but I can't think of what it was. I like a lot of the high-tier bionics. I'm not sure if they even still exist in the game, like the Quantum Tunnel was extremely, extremely valuable. I really like that one. Mutagens, I generally don't mutate. I think that mutate is mutation system is a little bit too much like gambling. There's not enough structure to it. I can't control it enough, so I don't like doing it. If I am going to mutate, it's going to be something like bear or something that gives me hooves. Those are the things that I like, being strong and stuff. Murder, will you watch the live stream from EA today? I didn't know such a thing was going on. I pay absolutely no attention to EA. The only thing I can think of that I even remotely care about was the Command & Conquer release, which we talked about recently. How's the run going? Run's going okay. It's mostly just repeating the same things over and over and over. We're not making a ton of progress. I think we're going to just chill here a lot and focus on trying to trade with Hubbo 1, trying to get a lot of CBMs for the future. Trying to think, I feel like there's a CBM I use all the time, and now I can't think of what it is, because I definitely have favorites with the CBMs. I really like CBMs much more than I like mutagen. And yeah, I'm just blanking. Crush's best, caveman tactics. I do alpha as long as I get the purifier smart shot. Yeah, I've never seen one of those in the game up until this point. And you love the mace. I hate the mace. I think the mace is it's good that we're like on day 3. It's really good, but from a long-term perspective, I would much rather have something like a warhammer. If I was going to go blunt melee, warhammer's my go-to. And in the tutorial series, I use spears a lot. Again, sorry for my voice. I'm just so hoarse. I used spears in the tutorial series, so I got really used to doing that again. Also, Safe Sloth TV is now following. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for following. Hopefully you're enjoying yourself. Just playing some Cataclysm here. Our followers, by the way, we're doing great. We, I don't know, we talked about it a little bit last stream. I am now officially made all the metrics I need to become an affiliate. I just need to figure out some business stuff, and we'll start dealing with that sort of thing, and hopefully bring a little bit of money in, because again, if you watch any of the content, you know I'm extremely not financially stable, and any amount of income can absolutely be life-changing for me. So we'll see how that turns out. But yeah, we've been steadily increasing in our numbers. Obviously, Cataclysm is doing most of the work in that regard. It's a fantastic game that draws a lot of attention from people, because there's not a lot of Cataclysm streamers. So hopefully I'm doing a good enough job and you know, keeping the name of the game pretty well loved. So, what did that say? Cardboard box of tea bags of tea bag. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, lots of canned goods. Definitely. Are you closed? They are closed, so we'll take all of those. Sugar, lentils, a lot of canned goods, which we've been not finding very many of, to be honest, in these houses. Have been a little bit sparse when it comes to food, unfortunately. And we need more matches, so we'll take any matchbook we can find, and always with the strings. The Smart Shot is really rare from Lab Finales. It's a negative trait targeted purifier. Yeah, I've heard of it, and I saw it when they implemented it into the game, because it allows you to exert much more control over your mutation, and I think that that's something that's really needed, because I think the system... I think mutations are really, really cool from a roleplay perspective, being able to roleplay a character... Oh, there's my Xbox dimming again. Being able to roleplay a character with mutations is something that I think is really cool, but I think that the drawback of not really being able to target and choose what you want is an issue. So when they added that to the game, I thought that was a really good shift for them. And currently the mutation and stuff is slated to be reworked. I believe there's a project on GitHub that is focused around trying to come up with making that a little bit more robust, a little bit more less gambly. Like, they still want it to be gambly, of course. It's not supposed to be reliable. It's mutation, obviously, is not something that you would be able to control. But yeah, I'm interested to see what they do. 2 leather dusters in one building. We're getting a lot of leather material, so that is nice. What is this book? Black Freighter. Who Watches the Watchmen? Pirate Jenny, that's who. That sounds terrible. I don't want to... What a terrible novel. Don't step in the bush. Let's go drop things off, and we'll come back out. Not really concerned about the monster density. I'm a little unhappy that we're losing stamina. Why don't we lose the scarf? I don't think it's necessary anyway. I don't think that's going to be enough to keep us from losing stamina, because we're still wearing this beefy helmet, but it's something that will help. So drop that. Keep some of the aspirin. We're going to hang on to these bandages for... Actually, let's drop the bandages and pick up the makeshift instead from this pile. Makeshift. That way we have something in our inventory to stop bleeding, but it's not using up valuable, like, expensive pre-Cataclysm bandages. And we keep the matchbook. We kept the crappy matchbook, which was not what I meant to do. Drop the busted one. That's why you choose which tree. Alpha really okay. Alpha really only has one big one. Disintegration post-threshold. Yeah, I understand that the thresholds are a means by which to control things, but every threshold generally has things that are undesirable. So for instance, even though bear is... You can control whether or not you get bear mutations by focusing on the bear tree and trying to post the threshold. You still end up with, you know, mutations that are actively bad. Getting carnivore, in my opinion, is a great way to lose the game, because if you are not really set up to deal with carnivore and you hate going out hunting and stuff, you can quickly just... I honestly, if you can't purify it, I would quit playing that character. Same with Herbivore for something like cattle mutation. Yeah, I just don't like that everything has such a significant drawback. Being a bear, you get that size increase that can be hugely problematic. I just don't like the mutations in general. I would like to see, I've discussed this before, I would like to see a CBM pack or mod that allows you to have certain mutation benefits through cybernetic modification. So for instance, maybe I want my character to have a tail or horns. Why not create a CBM that is purely a cosmetic CBM that gives you a horn or tails? That way it allows some of us who don't play with mutations to get some kind of cybernetic roleplay stuff going on. And I realize that that's a little bit difficult because you basically, CBMs are not the easiest thing to mod into the game, and some of that functionality is hard coded. That can be a little tricky. But I would really like to see more, and plus from a lore perspective it doesn't make sense because in Cataclysm CBMs are not commercially available, so it wouldn't make sense that they would have cosmetic CBMs because that's something that would be only happen if they were commercially available to every citizen basically. But I really would like to see that as a mod. I think that would be really cool. Herbivore, oh god, you can still eat MREs. Yeah, Herbivore is not good. Herbivore, with the low calorie count of food, it's just miserable. I went with medical and removed one mutation with debug. I like to roleplay. Yeah, I also like... I mean, I don't roleplay in streams or whatever, but I like to think about things in a way that is vaguely realistic. So, like, that's why mutating doesn't really appeal to me, but I could totally roleplay a character that intentionally got CBM modification to look a certain way or to have a certain character quality. Like, my brain said, what was Maureen from Always Sunny, the lady who slowly turned into a cat, basically? So I could roleplay something like that, but yeah. Chimera is scary. I just went with medical, removed one. Oh, I already read that because I'm dumb. Yeah, I don't debug things generally unless it's like a bug that screwed me, then I'll try to fix it. Now that they've added achievements to the game, I'm a little bit more wary of that kind of stuff as well because I would like to track achievements, which let's take a look at those, by the way. We have not walked 500 miles, and we certainly have not walked 500 more. We don't swim. Oh, we did complete some. Okay, we got Sentinel, which is spelled with a C because it's 100, I guess. So, okay. We killed 100 monsters. Decimate, which again I believe is spelled wrong. I think it's DECIM. Am I right? That might be wrong as well. I don't know actually. Killed 10, we killed 1, we survived the first day. So all we've gotten are really basic ones. Survived for a week. Oh, we haven't even played a week yet. We're on like hour 9 of this character. We haven't even played very much. Merciful, kill no characters. Yeah, we'll probably maintain that. We've killed 156 enemies. How about that? How about that? Bionic tattooed biker chick. There you go. Yeah, the bionic... Excuse me. Sorry. The light tattoo thing is the only cosmetic CBM, really. And you can't even call it a cosmetic CBM because it does provide you a small amount of light. So there is some utility to it. But that's the only one I can think of that's actually a bionic that's like almost purely cosmetic. Let's get our stamina back. Rude Awakening. That's the Rude Awakening. Where is it? I think so. We failed this 2 minutes into the game, and it's 0-1 monster killed. I think what this is where you start the game and then kill an enemy within 1 minute of being spawned. I think, and we didn't do it until 2 minutes because I remember commenting when we did it. I was like, "Oh, we're going to get that achievement." And then it turned out it was actually 2 minutes into the game instead of 1. So I think that that's what that is. Not 100%. And some of these are hidden with just kind of innocuous names, so I'm not sure what they all do, but we'll get them eventually. And once they add a fair bit of them to the game, we might go achievement hunting sometime, just for poops and giggles, see if we can get every achievement. A stout branch. So they must have changed branches as well. Because it used to be long sticks and heavy sticks, and now I'm seeing stout branches. So I'm guessing that was a recent change. We'll have to look into that sometime, see what that's about. No experimental Cataclysm episode this week. We'll be doing that next week. So I'm not up to date on all the changes. Here's a gas station. Probably nothing here we want, but we want to fill the gas tank eventually. Even if I mark it, I'm not going to remember. We'll mark it as gas station so we have a note there, but I don't really foresee me remembering to come back. What do you got, car? Empty lighter. Awesome. Awesome.